You're tuned to Arrow FM, your local community access radio station. The time now, 7 o'clock on a Friday night, time for another Arrow Blues here on the Friday Night Blues Show, which is kindly sponsored by Car Zone Rentals, the great rental car business up in Queen Street, 341 Queen Street in Marston, right opposite Reap House. And Sandra's the expert down there. She's got a whole range of cars for you to hire at pretty attractive rates, and they range from the little 1.3 litre thrifty right through until the old people mover, the 2.4 litre car mover, people mover rather. So if you have the need for a rental, just pop in or give Sandra a ring on 378 666 and she'll be able to help you out. Right, tonight on the show, sad news during the week with the death of Ginger Baker, the legendary English drummer, and I thought we would play a few songs, blues songs, mainly by Cream, but all of them feature Ginger Baker on drums. Starting off with this one that was recorded when he was in a group called the Graham Bond Organisation in the early 1960s.
They call me long tall shorty, 'cause I know what love is all about. Short. Oh, I like him all. Now when I die, don't bury me deep. Just put some woman to my head and my feet. Tell all the world to come and peep. 'Cause long, tall, shorty now, well, has gone to sleep. Well, all right now, come on. Shorty's in your town. That's a reason why, baby. I know what I'm putting down. Hear what I say. I long, oh, I love him tall. I like him short. Oh, and I love him more. Oh, baby.
Ginger Baker was born Peter Edward Baker on the 19th of August in 1939 and died in the UK on Sunday the 6th of October, aged 80. He was obviously an English drummer and one of the co-founders of the supergroup Cream. He began playing drums when he was 15, and while he had a preference for jazz, he started to get into blues as well, as the blues movement hit England in the late 1950s. And in 1962 he joined Alexis Corner's Blues Incorporated, and he took over from Charlie Watts, who departed that band to join the Rolling Stones. He left that band in 1963, and from 1963 through until 1966 he was with the Graham Bond organisation, and then he founded, along with Eric Clapton and Jack Bruce, Cream, and after that Blind Faith with Eric Clapton, and when that broke up he went back to Graham Bond's organisation from 1969 to 1970. The interesting thing is that while he was with Cream, he had terrible arguments and fights with the bass player Jack Bruce, and he actually knew Jack Bruce quite well because Jack Bruce was in Blues Incorporated and also the Graham Bond organisation. So I suppose like a couple of brothers who were always scrapping. Right, next up we have got, I'm just trying to remember, I think a track from Cream, and it's their version of Albert King's Born Under a Bad Sign.
I've been down since I began to crawl. If it wasn't for bad luck, I wouldn't have no luck at all. Bad luck and trouble's my only friend. I've been down ever since I was 10, born under a bad sign. I've been down since I began to crawl. If it wasn't for bad luck, I wouldn't have no luck at all. No wine and women is all I crave. The big bad woman are gonna carry me to my grave, born under a bad sign. I've been down since I began to crawl. If it wasn't for bad luck, I wouldn't have no luck at all. Trouble's been my only friend. I've been down ever since I was 10, born under a bad sign. I've been down since I began to crawl. If it wasn't for bad luck, I wouldn't have no luck. If it wasn't for real bad luck, I wouldn't have no luck at all. Born under a bad sign. Born under a bad
Once he left the Graham Bond organisation, or when that band disintegrated following the death of Graham Bond, Ginger Baker had a number of other bands, but never really kicked on, and he lived also in various places around the world, including a stint in Africa. He suffered really with addiction issues, alcohol and heroin, and he estimated at one stage that he had stopped using heroin 29 times before quitting for good in 1989 when he was living in Italy, where he took up olive farming. Ginger Baker was admitted to hospital on the 25th of September, which just happens to be my birthday, but he was admitted in a critical situation, and he never got out of that condition and died in a hospital in Cambridge in the UK on Sunday. So we'll play another couple of tracks featuring Ginger Baker on drums, and during the 60s show we will also play some other tracks as well. The next up is going back to his Graham Bond organisation days and their version of a Hoochie Coochie Man, and then we'll have a track from Blind Faith.
Oh, baby, yeah, baby. A gypsy woman told my mother, before I was born, you got a boy child coming, you're gonna be a son of a gun, gonna make all the pretty females jump and shout. The whole world is gonna know what it's all about. Hey, hey, hey. Everybody knows I'm here. Well, I'm the Hoochie Coochie Man. Everybody knows I'm here. Got a black cat bone, got a mojo too. I got a St. John the Conqueror, gonna mess with you, baby. Gonna make all the pretty chicks come and take me by my hand. The whole world ain't gonna know I'm the Hoochie Coochie Man. Hey, hey, hey. Everybody knows I'm out. Well, I'm the Hoochie Coochie Man. Oh, everybody knows I'm here. On the 7th month, on the 7th day, on the 7th hour, 7 doctors say you are born for good luck. Yeah, we can't see. Well, I got $700. Don't you mess with me. Hey, hey, hey. Everybody knows I'm here. But I'm the Hoochie Coochie Man. Everybody knows yes I'm here. Oh, yeah, oh, all right. Oh, I'm the Hoochie Coochie Man.
I just had a change of plan. I think what we'll play up next is Cream with Crossroads, and then we'll play Blind Faith.
I went down to the crossroads, fell out on my knees. Down to the crossroads. sinking down.
Eric Clapton, please, the vocal.
Blind Faith there, and Sleeping in the Ground, the song written by Sam Myers, just bringing to a close a brief tribute to Ginger Baker. In the 60s show, we will continue to play some Cream songs that might highlight his drumming ability a little more. That brought the time to 21 minutes after 7 o'clock here on Arrow FM, and you're listening to the Friday Night Blues Show, which is kindly sponsored by Car's Own Rentals, the car rental business in Queen Street, 341 Queen Street, opposite Reap House, and they've got a car that will suit you, whether it be the little thrifty or the people mover. Got to apologise a little for the voice tonight. I'm suffering from what men would call a cold and what women would call man flu. Right, next up, I think school holidays finished. They're back at school on Monday, so I think we'll play Sapphire, the Uppity Blues Woman, and School Teacher Blues.
I said Johnny's at the urinal, he's pissing on the wall. If he hits the radiator, we'll smell it in the hall. School teacher blues, school teacher blues. I got them school teacher blues, school teacher blues, school teacher blues. Nothing to lose but my pay, and that ain't nothing. You know my fingers have turned purple, my master's like I chewed it. My mind is getting warped from inhaling ditto fluid. School teacher blues. just might say they don't pay me quite enough to make me act that way. School teacher blues, school teacher blues. I got them school teacher blues, school teacher blues, school teacher blues. Nothing to lose but my pay, and that ain't nothing. They say Johnny can't read, but what does Johnny have to know? Look at the competition, it's the age of video. School teacher blues, school teacher blues. I got them school teacher blues, school teacher blues. Nothing to lose but my pay, and that ain't nothing. My pay, and that ain't nothing. Oh, noble education rising, tired of mediocrity. I points my finger to the home, and I views hypocrisy. I got them school teacher blues. Yeah, I got them school teacher blues. I got teacher blues, nothing to lose but my pay, and that ain't nothing.
Well, I'm told down, I'm almost level with the ground. Well, I'm told down, I'm almost level with the ground. Oh, I feel like this when my baby can't be found. Well, I went to the river to jump in. My baby showed up and said, I will tell you when. Well, I'm told on, I'm almost level with the ground. Oh, I feel like this when my baby can't be found. I love you, baby, with all my heart and soul. A love like mine will never grow old. I love you in the morning and in the evening too. But every time you leave me, I get mad with you. Well, I'm told on, I'm almost level with the ground. Oh, I feel like this when my baby can't be found. I love you, baby, with all my mights. A love like mine is out of sight. I lie for you if you want me to. I really don't believe your love is true. Well, I'm told on, I'm almost level with the ground. Oh, I feel like this when my baby can't be found. Oh, well, I'm told on, I'm almost level with the ground. Well, I'm told down, I'm almost level with the ground. Well, I feel like
Freddie King there, and I'm tore down. Just a little notice here, Arrow FM is having a fundraiser on the 24th of October. It's going to have a quiz night with the old quizmaster Coggy, and it's going to be at the Marston Club, 98 Chapel Street in Marston, Thursday the 24th of October, kicking off sort of from 6:30 to get yourself prepared for questions coming up at 7 p.m. So always a lot of fun, those quiz nights, particularly with Coggy, because I suppose he's been doing it so long that he's got it down to a fine art. So if you want to get a team together, the cost will be $90 for a table of 4 to 6 quizzlings. So get a team together, and to book the table you can call Michael or Veronica on 3780255, or you can email quiver at arrowfm.co.nz. So that's quiver, Q-U-I-V-E-R, and the proceeds will go to the station that now provides services to over 30 community and minority groups in the Wairarapa, and is a great little radio station. Right, next up we've got a track from an album called the 35th anniversary of the James Cotton Band, and obviously when they put that out, they'd been together for 35 years, and when that came out earlier in the century, James Cotton still could play a pretty mean harmonica, but a fight with throat cancer had meant that he couldn't sing, so he used to get people in as a guest vocalist, and on this track the guest vocalist is Maria Muldaur.
Well, I learned my lesson from people, yeah, from all walks of life. Well, I learned my lesson from people, yeah, from all walks of life. If we separate one time, surely gonna separate twice. Easy for you to say you love me, but it's hard for you to approve. Well, it's easy for you to say you love me, but it's hard for you to approve. Yeah. Once you left me with an idea, then you walk right out that door. Hey, 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 hey. Oh, yeah. Oh, baby.
this morning, looking around for my shoes. Woke up this morning, looking around for my shoes. One foot in Texas, I've got the other foot in the blue. Found out my baby packed all her clothes and gone. Found out my baby packed all her clothes and gone. I've got one foot in Texas, I've got the other foot in the blue. This morning, looking around for a shoe. I've got one foot in Texas, I've got the other foot in the blue. Oh, play your piano, Nick. To get a little confused. I couldn't find my baby, I started to get a little confused. I've got one foot in Texas, I've got the other foot in the blue. Oh, let's go home.
One Foot in Texas there, the title track to an album that was put out in 2003 by the Hunter brothers, Long John Hunter and his brother Tom Bluesman Hunter, and that was put out in 2003. Also on that track on bass we had Tommy Shannon and drummer Chris Layton, and those two guys were the rhythm section behind Stevie Ray Vaughan, otherwise known as Double Trouble. Legendary musicians, those two, who have appeared on lots and lots of tracks. It's 22 minutes to 8 o'clock. We might have another track from that album put out by James Cotton, and this one is the old Rocket 88, the song that's sometimes referred to as the song that started rock and roll. And on this one we have got Jimmy Vaughan on guitar, and the vocalist is Syl Johnson.
And the noise it makes. Let me introduce you to my Rocket 88. Yes, it's straight, just one way. Everybody likes my Rocket 88. Riding in style, moving and grooving along. Baby, don't be late. We're pulling out about 8:30. Going around the corner to get on Fifth. Everybody in my car's gonna take a little nip. Moving on out, moving and grooving along. Come on, James. All right, hey. Baby, don't be late. We pulling out about 8:30. Going around the corner to get a Fifth. Everybody in my car's gonna take a little dip. Grooving on out, moving and grooving along. Take 'em home, James Cotton.
Next up, we've got a big Bill Brunsey track that was a pretty big hit for him in the 1950s. This version was recorded in the 60s by the English blues singer Joanne Kelly, and song's called I Feel So Good.
You know, I feel so good. Yeah, I feel so good. Well, I feel so good. Feel love for Jack. Now I'm going to the station, yeah, just to meet a train. While my baby's coming home, and you know I can't delay. You know, I feel so good. hell, you know, it feels so good. Yeah, it feels so good. Well, I feel so good. Feel love on the jug.
The amazing voice there of we'll just get rid of that. Amazing voice of Joanne Kelly brought the time to 16 minutes to 8 o'clock here on Arrow FM, and you're listening to the Friday Night Blues Show, which is kindly sponsored by Car's Own Rentals up there at 341 Queen Street in Masterton, opposite Reap House. And if you want to know more details, you can go to their website, which is carsownrentals.co.nz, or give Sandra a ring on 378 6667. Right, next up we have got a track, and I can't remember exactly what it is. Yes, I do, actually. It's Joe Turner and Lipstick, Powder and Paint.
Lipstick, powder and paint, lipstick, powder and paint, lipstick, powder and paint. Now here's you is, here's you ain't. There goes my baby up a tree, the giggling and the wiggling the toes in me. Let me put my glasses on, and had such fun since she's been gone. Lipstick, powder and paint, lipstick, powder and paint, lipstick, powder and paint. Now here's you is, here's you ain't. Hound dog scratching fleas, looking like she's in love with me. Licks my hand everywhere I go. I wish my baby loved me so. Lipstick, powder and paint, lipstick, powder and paint, lipstick, powder and paint. Now here's you is, here's you ain't. A lipstick, powder and paint. A lipstick, powder and paint. Powder and paint. Corn in the barnyard 10 feet high. Hide with me till your man pass by. Don't you sneeze or don't you cough. If you get dusty, I'll brush you off. Lipstick, powder and paint, lipstick, powder and paint, lipstick, powder and paint. Here's you is, here's you ain't. What kind of love is that you make? The world starts to tremble and the building shake. Love me and hug me once again. Let the roof and the walls come tumbling in. Lipstick, powder and paint, lipstick, powder and paint, lipstick, powder and paint. Now here's you is, here's you ain't. Lipstick, powder and paint.
How that woman loves to ride. Yes, Cadillac, baby, how that woman loves to ride. Yes, crazy about that hydromatic, gives her such an easy ride. She loves her rolling, how she loves to ball the jack. Yes, crazy about her rolling, how she loves to ball the jack. Yes, crazy about that easy ride, crazy about that Cadillac. We turn on the radio, cruise down the avenue. Yes, turn on the radio, cruise on down the avenue. Baby's crazy about daddy, daddy loves his baby too. Hey, blow, blow. baby comes knocking on the door. Yes, long about midnight, baby comes knocking on the door. Well, Daddy, take out that Cadillac, baby wants to ride some more. Well, last night we went to ride in the rain. She was my baby, I was her man. She said, Daddy, ride a long, long time. You ride so easy, so mellow and fine. If you get tired riding, stop and rest. Park it in the spot your baby loves the best. And Cadillac, baby, how that woman loves to ride. Yes, Cadillac, baby, how that woman loves to ride. Crazy about that easy riding, how she loves that Cadillac. Hey, we gon' ride all night long. Yes, we gon' ride all night long. Well, we gon' ride all night long. Hey, we gon' ride all night long. We gonna 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 ride, baby, all night long.
A couple of great examples there of jump blues, starting off with Big Joe Turner and finishing with Cadillac Baby by Roy Brown, who was really the pioneer of that form of blues. 9 minutes to 8 o'clock. Let's finish off with a track from the Cashbox Kings.
Well, they call me Sugar Daddy, 'cause I'm the softest touch in town. Well, they call me Sugar Daddy, 'cause I'm the softest touch in town. Good-looking women can get my last quarter. I'll be a chaser till they put me in the ground. They call me a chump and say I'm crazy, but they just don't understand. Lord have mercy. They call me a chump and say I'm crazy, but they just don't understand. But I can't take it with me, people. I'm gonna have my kicks while I can. confess, people, I'll always wear my sugar daddy name. I done run my hands in my pocket so often, I done wore holes in my pants. Some pretty woman in my arms. Sometimes I get so thrilled and excited, holding some pretty woman in my arms. Oh yeah. Then I get sad for all the foolish batsmen whose money will be spent long after they gone.
The Cashbox Kings there with a song called Sugar Daddy, bringing to a close another edition of the Friday Night Blues Show, which was first broadcast all over the wonderful Wairarapa on Arrow FM 92.7 and also simulcast over a Wairarapa TV Freeview Channel 41, and brought to you with the kind sponsorship of Car Zone Rentals, the great rental car business in Queen Street in Marston, opposite Reap House.